everyone, and welcome to mypinkstamper.com. I am so excited for today's video. I'm working with the new Cool Treats stamp set and coordinating frozen treats, Framelits, Thinlits, and I'm also using some other product today that is fun and bright, and I really love how this card turned out. I'm using the two colors Watermelon Wonder, and I'm using Crumb Cake Ink Pads. I'm also using one of our Stitched Shapes Framelits. I'm using one of the circles. And then the colors that I'm using, I'm so excited with this color combination. It's just so bright and fun. I'm using Watermelon Wonder cardstock, Peekaboo Peach cardstock, Crumb Cake cardstock, and our Whisper White cardstock. So it's really not a lot of items, and you can kind of whip these out super fast. I've already made, let me see how many I've made. 30, 45, I think I've made close to 50 of this card already. I've made some for swaps, some for customer thank you cards to give them a little sample of one of the new stamp sets in the Occasions catalog. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is use my Crumb Cake ink pad and my Crumb Cake cardstock, and I'm just going to be using, so the two stamps that I'm using from this photopolymer Cool Treats stamp set, these are the clear photopolymer. I'm using the saying that says, I hope your day is as sweet as you are, and I'm also using just this cone right here. So those are the only two stamps, and then the rest is going to be the Thinlits that coordinate. So I'm going to open up my Crumb Cake ink pad, and I'm just going to very lightly press on there. You can see the transfer of color when you're using the photopolymer, and once it transfers, you can just ink it up and you're ready to go. So I'm just going to set this aside since I'm not going to be using this anymore. And then I'm going to pull out my Big Shot. I love my Big Shot. I love it. I use it pretty much every day and multiple times a day as well. All right, I have my Precision Base platform on here, and it's actually on top of our magnetic platform. So this is the combination I use with my Precision Base plate. I'm going to put this on here, and then I'm putting my Peekaboo Peach cardstock right here, and I will go ahead and grab the Framelits that I'm going to use. I'm going to put this right on top of the cone. And then for the top, all I need is just one here. And then I think I probably will do it separately. I'll do my other one in just a second. Okay, so I'm just going to run that through. Okay. So all I will do is, this will just punch right out. And then this one right here will also punch out. And if you'll notice, this is a fun new feature with this Thinlit set, is that it actually cuts into the stamped image, which is awesome. So there is not a border of the cardstock that you stamped on. It actually cuts out into the stamped image, which is super great. All right, I'm going to set this aside, and now I'm going to take my piece of Watermelon Wonder cardstock, and I'm going to put one of my Stitch Shapes circles on there and run that through. And then I'm going to just set my Big Shot aside. Okay, I will set that aside. And now we're going to go ahead and put this together. There's only one more stamp that we need to do. If you look closely, you will see this has the stitching on it, which is wonderful. One of my absolute favorite Framelit sets that we have. Okay, I'm going to take a piece, our Whisper White cardstock, which is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So it's smaller than I normally do for one of my layers, but I really liked the look of it. This card is just clean and crisp, and you will love the simplicity of it. Okay, I'm just going to stamp, I hope your day is as sweet as you are. It's a little crooked, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it over, and I'm going to give that another shot. Okay, there we go. Perfect. and I can set my Watermelon Wonder ink pad aside, and I can put this whole thing together. So I'm going to take some dimensionals. Let me grab a set of dimensionals. These are our Stampin' dimensionals. They're my best friends when I'm making cards, scrapbook pages, boxes, bags. I love our dimensionals. Okay, so I'm going to pop one on the back of my cone, and I'm going to pop one on the back of my ice cream cone top. It just looks like I could eat it now. It just reminds me of my favorite sorbet, which I love. Okay, and I'm going to put the cone right here on my stitched circle, and I'm going to go ahead and put the topper of my ice cream just right here. Doesn't it just look so yummy with that watermelon? Love it. Okay, so now I will simply fold my piece of Watermelon Wonder cardstock, which is cut at 5.5 by 8.5. It's a simple piece of our 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and it's just cut at 5.5, so you can have enough cardstock to make 2 cards with every sheet of our cardstock. All right, I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm just going to start layering. So I will take our snail adhesive, and remember I messed up there, so I am doing the right side. Okay, and I'm going to put this on the Peekaboo Peach, and this is cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, whoops, and I moved it right when I put it down. Okay, and then I will just turn this over and put a little more adhesive on it, and then I have a nice thick border because I cut the layer smaller than I normally do, so you have this bright pop of the Watermelon Wonder cardstock. And now I'm going to take some more dimensionals and put them on the back of my stitched shape. I'm going to use 3 of them, and then peel the backing off of them. And I'm going to add it to my card, and it is so scrumptious and so lovely, and I love it. It's one of my most favorite cards that I've ever made, I think. And here's the other one that I made earlier. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and don't forget to add this bundle onto your wish list for the upcoming occasions catalog. You can order everything that you've seen on this video from my shopping page, and all the supplies are listed in the description for this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.